Hello and welcome to Alive News. I am Tanti Azal. The headlines. APC appeals Osun Tribunal judgments list 44 grounds. Massive protests rock CBN headquarters. 1st Battalion of Leopard 2 tanks could reach Ukraine in March or April. In sports, Lagos Athletics Club series to kick off with 10 million naira cash prize.
This is Alive TV.
Thanks for joining. The Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) on Wednesday appealed the judgment of the Election Petition Tribunal that nullified the victory of Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke in the July 16th governorship poll. The electoral body, in the notice of appeal dated 30th January 2023, filed before the Court of Appeal, Akure Division, listed 44 grounds of appeal. Inec asked the Court of Appeal to set aside the judgment of the tribunal. The Commission also asked the Court to dismiss the petition filed by All Progressives Congress and its governorship candidate, Boyega Oyetola, for lacking in merit. It is recalled that a tribunal panel led by Justice Tetsi Kume nullified Adeleke's victory and declared Oyetola as the elected governor of the state. The panel said overvoting was established in 744 polling units and deducted the excess votes from the votes garnered by Adeleke and Oyetola. But in a minority judgment delivered by another member of the panel, Justice A. Ogbuli, he dismissed APC petition and upheld Adeleke's victory at the poll. Also in the notice of appeal signed by counsel to INEC, Professor Paul Ananaba, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and 17 others, the Commission challenged the decision of the tribunal of the grounds that the panel erred in law by claiming that Adeleke did not score the majority of the lawful votes, saying the petitioners only called 2 witnesses who did not prove that the PDP candidate did not win the election. Massive protests hit Apex Bank headquarters hours after the Supreme Court temporarily stopped the withdrawal of old Naira notes on Wednesday, February 8th. The Central Bank of Nigeria will have to make a decision in the next few hours following a resolution by the Supreme Court to halt the phasing out of the old 1,500 and 200 notes by February 10, 2023. The newly appointed Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Y.D. Ahmed, paid a courtesy visit to the Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Development, Sunday Dare, at the Federal Secretariat, Abuja, on Wednesday, 8 February 2023. The 22nd Director General of the National Youth Service Corps visit was to formally introduce himself to the Honorable Minister in person.
Director General of the National Youth Service Corps on the 30th January 2023. So today is my second week in office. The aim of the visit is to come and introduce myself for the minister to see me physically. For now, I may not have much to say. It's just as a visit to introduce myself and for the minister to know me.
Brigadier General Ahmed, congratulations on your appointment, an appointment that is well deserved. I know the process that went through. I know the number of names that showed up on the list, and I know that you came up based on merit. The institution that you've been assigned to lead is critical to the development of our youth. It is the single largest concentration of Nigerian youth at the level in which they are most vibrant, most alive, and most ready to take the world. After 4 years in the universities, some of them have chosen their careers, some of them will be engaging with the real world, and the 1-year transition through the NYSC has become so critical, a part of the fabric of developing the minds, the careers, and the future of our youth. And that is why Mr. President pays very detailed attention to anything that pertains to the NYSC. About a year and a half ago, when the pressure came to have the NYSC scrapped, This ministry, along with the leadership of NYSC, along with the initiator, General Yakubu Gawan, stood up in solid defense of the NYSC. We believe the NYSC is a tool for national unity. We believe that those that are charged with running the NYSC, either supervising it or leading it, have a sacred responsibility to do it correctly, effectively, and patriotically. You have come on board. We are confident in your experience as a former IMA. But beyond that, we're confident in your training and experience as an officer and a gentleman of the Nigerian Army. We believe you will bring that culture of discipline, you bring that culture of training, you bring that culture of patriotism to the National Youth Service Corps, and that will pass on to our youth corps as you lead the agency. The NYSC has been on for 50 years. This year, May, NYSC will be celebrating 50 years. So it ain't broken. We don't need to fix it or scrap it. The NYSC has come to stay. I've been minister for 3 years and 10 months. I have seen in this time the NYSC make very great strides. We hope that that will continue under your leadership. The NYSC has been quite innovative. Those innovations, we want them sustained. And if possible, we want new innovations from you, so that we will never come to a time again when we will have to fight the battle to retain the NYSC.
Now on the foreign story. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius has said 1st Battalion of Leopard 2 tanks could reach Ukraine in March or April. This was disclosed on Wednesday on a trip to the Polish capital. He disclosed that Western partners could deliver the 1st Battalion of Leopard 2 battle tanks to Ukraine in the first 3 or 4 months of this year. 1 year after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Poland and Germany were united in their responsibility to support Kyiv, said Pistorius, adding that the two countries had agreed to next week meet partners who may deliver Leopard 2 tanks. Responding to repeated appeals from Ukraine and after mounting pressure from some Western allies, Germany last month said it would deliver more than Leopard 2 battle tanks from army stocks. It will also pool funds with Denmark and the Netherlands to restore at least 100 old Leopard 1 tanks from industry stocks for Ukraine. Pistorius, who paid a surprise visit to Kyiv, says Germans looked with humility at the determination with which Ukrainians were fighting. Lastly, in sports. Lagos Athletics Club Series is to kick off with 10 million naira cash prize on February 19th at the Yaba College of Technology. According to Solomon Alao, chairman of the LASA, the goal of the Athletics Club Series is to keep the athletes active and in good shape for major tournaments. Points will be awarded to the champions of each event, as well as bonus points for the top 12 competitors in each event. LASA Technical Director Enefiok Udo Ubong said 10 million naira will be up for grabs in each of the 4 legs of the series. He also said it is an open competition, but it must register with a club to be part of the series. We are trying to develop a club system because they are the ones that develop the athletes. It is not only open for all athletes nationwide, but the world over, as we have some international clubs coming. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.